Hello and welcome to the video on how to assemble the Dark Ops Large Bunker. This bunker features posable doors, a removable roof and substantial walkways around two sides. So let's take a look at the sprues and get on with the kit. Okay, so for the large bunker you get 3 sprues of 3.2mm MDF. You get a nice solid 3.2mm base, and you get two 2mm sheets of cladding to hide all those nasty MDF lugs that nobody likes. So let's start with the base. Okay, so starting with the base with the slot facing towards you, you'll need the front section, you'll need the back section, you'll need this right hand wall, starting with the long slope at the bottom to go on there, and the left hand wall, the slope at the bottom to go on there. So I'll put some PVA on, stick the carcass together and come back to you. Okay, so there's the carcass in place with PVA. Now we're going to move on to this side, the lower side of the bunker. And we're going to start with the pieces from the kit that have this type of end as opposed to that type of end. These are the ones that get glued into position, and the other ones have removable roof. So this one first, and you want to get it in like so, to give you that kind of effect. Then the roof, and then the smaller section goes up right there. Okay, so for the removable roof, we're getting the thin spar at the front, the fat one at the back, putting the ends so that they slope upwards, put the roof onto there, and the same for the other side. Right, so the carcass is complete and the roof is removable. What we're going to do next is the front panels, which are these, and the fascias that go around the frames for the doors. There's also these two optional pieces. The small one you can put in the bottom, and the larger one you can put in the top, just behind there if you like. If not, there's a slot in the bottom that makes it look as though the door has gone down through the floor. So that's entirely up to you. There you go, so all the front details have been added on, and we've chosen in this instance to have the doors closed, but you can glue them open if you wish, and the optional ones we put one in at the top and left the bottom one out, but it's entirely at your own discretion. So now we're going to move on to putting the cladding on the outside, all the external details. And the only one you've got to watch out for here is this one, which goes on there first before the roof panel goes on, which is this one. Now you'll notice that the checker plate is always in line to where the handrails or stairs are to climb up the building. And the top of the building has the full set of checker plate on it. So we'll do that now. Right, so your cladding should look like this. There are ladder points going up the building with some checker plate, and then onto the roof where you can place all your troops. There's the front, and that's the side. Now the skin is 2mm, so everything that we're going to stick to this building at the moment, which is this kind of thing. So it's all 3mm apart from the steps, which are 2mm. There's one step that's 3mm, and that goes on this side here, but we'll go through that in stages. Now starting with the back of the building, we'll start at the back and we'll move across to the side. Okay, so here's the outer skin. You'll always have ladder points and checker plate where you can walk up and get your troops onto the roofs. There's the front, there's the side. All these points here where we're going to be putting these walkways, like on the back there. We're going to be starting from the back and working our way around with these walkways, or fighting platforms as Mr. Smudger calls them. They're all 3.2 millimeters, including one of the steps, apart from these first steps going up here. These are 2 millimeters. Now all these pieces, including the 3.2 millimeter piece, if you take note, they have a long side on the tab and a short side on the tab. The short one is always the one that goes into the building, and the long one faces out of the building and goes into the rails at the side. So we'll start at this side and work our way around. Right, so the best way to put the walkways on from this side is to insert the steps into this section here, glue this piece onto the wall, and then starting with the top one, stick them into the wall, and then when those are in location, snap this piece down into the base, and then as you can see, this is being designed so that it just slots down onto the top of the walkway. So we'll move on to this piece now. So for the back, we've glued in this long section. We've glued in the 3.2 mil step with the short peg into the wall. All these have got the short pegs into the wall, don't forget. The small one here, and then this is the last piece for this part, apart from this, which we'll put at the bottom. So if we put the step into this hole here, these should just slot down into place. There you go. So we located the middle step first and then just twisted it down into place, located it into the back. Everything's got a nice snug fit to it. Put the front step in there and it's all finished. Didn't take too long, and there's plenty of room on these walkways to fit most ranges of 28 to 32 mil, 38 mil figures, because they're nice and sizable. Fighting platforms. So that's the large bunker, Dark Ops. Thanks for watching.